but a lot we can run today. We can get some stuff filled. So I was in West Virginia over the weekend, so there wasn't a whole lot of time to uh, get stuff filled, or at least tweet. No internet signal, period. And then cell phone signal was sketchy, but that's part of going into the hills of West Virginia, in the mountains of West Virginia. Dan, what's going on? How are you? Adam, welcome back. So we got options across the board, 23.95 all the way to 23.99 to start this week. Obi-Wan Outlaw, what's going on? Good afternoon. How are you? So go over the options. 23.95. It's 5 boxes of Breaker's Delight Chrome Update. 96 is Update Breaker's Delight, 2 boxes and two a tier one. 97 is Chrome Jumbo and a Breaker's Delight. 98 AEW Skybox and Allure, 4 boxes. And then 99 Select and Revo 2023, 4 boxes. Grab spots. We will rip and spread the word. Got you on the retweet, Adam. Right. How was everybody's weekend? Assuming everybody watched a ton of football. Really? I'll have to go back and take a look at that. Hey, Ben. I'll have to go back and take a look at that. I can't look at it right now. Okay. I'll go back and see what I can find. Ended? Huh. Okay. The other option then is if you want to go into past live streams on the district app, Master Prater, the entire stream should be on there. What's going on, Adam? Doing good, man. Doing good. It has been a weird afternoon, like I said earlier. A weird afternoon. Very weird. Get not doorbell rings. We're having lunch, and it's two guys I've never met before in my life, and it turns out to be the guy who built the house that I live in originally, and hasn't been back here since 1976. I was amazed that the house was still standing. I don't know, but had a bunch of questions, and yeah, yeah. So the original owners of the house, they live in Mississippi now. So I guess I don't know if they're up here for Thanksgiving or whatever the case may be, but they're here. So they wanted to engage in a long conversation, and I was in the middle of trying to have lunch with Mrs. Zebra. Hey, Jace, how are you? So that happened, and then just firing it up for today. Just firing it up. Got some breaks to fill. If we'll get some fill, we'll do some ripping. Nice to meet you too. So, and then there's some work going on behind my house. I've known that, but then some guy wanted to roam around my backyard. Literally within 5 minutes of those guys leaving, this guy comes in, wants to roam around my backyard. They're getting ready. They're starting to run fiber internet through my neighborhood, so we knew it's coming. But it's just like it was just like, wow, can't get through this lunch at all. All these interruptions. It was wild. Wild. Thank you. No, and I am not an affiliate, Chase. Got breaks up at 23.95 through 23.99. I got 23.96 on the screen. That's the closest of anything. Um, you know what, Adam? I may take you up on that. You stand there and mean mug anyone that comes to the door. Lord knows Abby the break dog wouldn't be menacing. She'd be so excited to see a new person. She would totally not be impressed at all. Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, I get maybe it's because it's Thanksgiving week that all this is happening. Yeah, Jason, I can hear you. I can see you. Hey, Master Mix Mikey, what's going on? I'm gonna change the music here. There we go. Do something a little better. Come on, Mix Master Mikey, how are you? See if maybe we can get some. We had like upwards of 30 people in here last week. If we can get back to that today, that would be great. Hey, Mike, how are you? Yeah, lunch hasn't hit in yet. I'm not there, but I may be there soon. Had barbecue for lunch today. Since it is Mrs. Zebra's birthday, she chose lunch today, and we ordered from a place called Salt and Smoke, and it's barbecue related. It's amazing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's straight up amazing. Brisket sandwich, white cheddar, cracker mac and cheese, like amazing. Tastes amazing. Love it. But yeah. Whew. Absolutely. Eventually, I'll be there for ready for a nap. We'll get there at some point. Went out, did some errands today, cleaned up the studio a little bit, did a little rearranging to try to make things work. So, you see what's going on, man? How are you? Nice. What'd you move around? I needed to do it. I needed to do it. Needed to move my wax into a different place and do some general cleanup, basically, because today's the first day, like full day I've had at home since last week, since last Tuesday when we were all here last Tuesday. All the traveling and work and everything else, so it was nice to get back home. Nice. Yeah, I need to start working on that. I know Mrs. Zebra was telling me today that she's looking at some woodworking projects for next year, and I'm like, I might want to look at trying to do some woodworking projects with her to try to add some storage space in turn for like wax and everything like that. Nice. Can't go wrong with that at all. Yeah, I think for next year, I think I'm gonna do more. I need to add another light in here. I think I'll get there with it. Don't know when I'll do it, but I'll do it at some point. Yeah, I use Elgato. I think I told you that, Mike. I use Elgato, and I use their mount system. So it's all under the wall. So like the camera for what you guys see is over the wall, and then my lights are off. My one light is off to my right. I'm gonna get a light for my left here eventually. Have it all mounted, so it's all above. It keeps more free space here to boot with it. So, huh? That's interesting, BC. Mike, I'll tell you right now, if you're gonna do and I'll say this just from personal experience because of doing both. Um, I know it may be a little bit of a, I don't know, depending on what 4K webcams you're looking at, it may be more, but I recommend using a full on camera. I recommend using a full on camera because what I've noticed is, especially if you're ripping Chrome stuff, that the web cameras have a hard time with the autofocus. I don't know if it's because the autofocus is not meant for what we do with cards, but it has a real hard time with it. And so I've noticed that, especially this year, as I went to a full on camera. So I have a Canon EOS M200. And as I went to that, I was noticing just the difference, the sheer difference was just night and day. with it. So if if the expense isn't much different, I would say go to full camera. Yeah, maybe go to full camera before um, going to a webcam. But I don't know what price points you're looking at though. Too. Oh yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, then that would be your way to go because these are the I mean mine's like 400 for mine, but for the content I've been creating this year, well worth it. Well worth it. So I think the next experiment's gonna be maybe trying to put a side camera out, so that way, if everybody wants to see from the side, I think that may be the next thing I do. What's going on, Cards in my car? How are you? I don't know. I don't know if there are streaming capabilities off of GoPros. Like that's something I've never really looked into. In all honesty, I've never thought about GoPros because for me, I want like I don't know. Maybe it's just because I want like the clean resolution and everything. I get it. Absolutely. Yeah, it's we're in the middle. Everybody either today or tomorrow. Everyone I don't know many people that are working a full week this week. Having a great day. Absolutely I am. Filling some breaks. Yeah, that makes sense, Mike. See, I would maybe would look at the GoPro if I start going to shows on the regular and maybe using it as like alternate video for maybe like the YouTube channel or something. I mean, I could see that happening. What's going on? Okay, Stemo Roth, how are you? I could see that as a possibility. I think there'd be an avenue for that. Here's where we are for everyone coming in that's new. We got 23.95 to 23.99. Yeah, doing good. It's been a weird afternoon. Not gonna lie. Just unexpected visitors and all of that, and then just today's my first day at home my first full day here at home in a week. So trying to get back to a regular sort of routine because then today and then we're here Friday night, 8 o'clock East, 7 Central for the December consignment auctions. So we have that coming up Friday night, and then the Sunday night slam, and things are moving. So I know we got Inception coming up in a couple of weeks, along with Bowman Draft. So I want to try to get through as much of this Breaker's Delight in Chrome and uh, Tier One as I can before we get into uh, Inception and Bowman Draft. So weird people showing up at the house today, and the whole caboodle. It has just been one of those kind of days. So grab yourself spots, guys, if you are fully inclined. So we've got 21 spots left on 23.96, which you see on the screen. That is the closest anything we have to full. It's 21 and then 26, 22. 25, and then 16 for AEW. So I didn't get to do as much of the promoting it out there while I was in West Virginia. So Grandma's house does not have internet at all, and cell phone signal is very intermittent. But you get the peacefulness of being in the mountains. I will say that much. We watched AEW Full Gear on Saturday night, and it was old school, man. It was order it off the cable box, lock it in by hitting like the certain button on your cable box. Man, I hadn't done that since I was a kid. It was wild to do that, like really wild. So Grandma stayed up with me though. 5 hours of wrestling, man. 7 to midnight Eastern for Full Gear. Dude, Mike, I tell you, like I had to think about it for a minute. Like I even called the cable company ahead of time on Saturday during the day just to make sure that they were carrying Full Gear because now that everything's internet, not every cable provider's carrying it. So for me, it was more of just trying to see, okay, A, are they going to carry it, which they did. They said we are, and then I was like, okay, well, if you're carrying it, and they told me like, oh, you can order it off there, or you can call in an hour before. And I was like, ordering it off the cable box. I was like, when was the last time I had to do that? So, hey, Mike, how are you? Good afternoon to you, my friend. And Mike, I know I just looked. I just finished looking. So I'm going to message you in Discord. You don't need to look at it right now, but it answers your question from earlier. Yes. Wrestling Card Wednesday. That's what it is. Oh, tomorrow, and it's going to be wild. And then Wednesday, or sorry, Friday is going to be nuts. I know it now. It's going to be one of those days. All right, Mike, I got you in on 2396. Let me update my sheet. There we go. Boom. All right. Toronto. Okay. We'll update this while he's doing that. Yeah, I can't. It's going to be fun. Friday, not so much, though. Friday's going to be, Friday's going to be a rough one. I already know it now. I already know it now. All right. Okay. Breakers Delight in Tier 1. CBC in Colorado. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Yeah, so that'll put us at It's just down to 18. It puts us at least within earshot here. I'm going to get a tweet out on it while we're at it. So what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? What is everybody's Thanksgiving plans? Sorry to hear that, Brandon. Sorry to hear that. No, no, I totally get it. That's one of the reasons why I ended up going to West Virginia on Sunday. Not to be truthfully honest. So my my stepdad has been fighting cancer for a long time, and so Mike, that's got to be a nice feeling, right? You're not doing any of the cooking and all that this year. Now I totally get it, Brandon. That's kind of the reason why. Honestly a big factor into why I went to West Virginia last weekend. So I totally get it. It was, that ability to not. So where are you going, Mike? Then, if you're not hosting, nah, it's all good. Everything was good. It was good to see everybody. You know, it was good to see family. It was good to be with them. It had been a long time, actually. I don't think I'd seen my immediate family since probably maybe February or March. Oh, Mike, you feel like sharing that recipe with me? I think Mrs. Zebra would like that. Yeah, it was good. My nephews showed up. Got to see my nephews. Hadn't seen them in a while either. Grandma was in good spirits, and watched pay per view with grandma. So as good as can be expected. Just a lot of travel. So with going to Alabama last Wednesday into Thursday, and then turn around Friday, go to work, go right to the airport, fly out, and all that. Okay, yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, if you do, let me know, and I'll go to wherever I need to within Discord to find it. That actually sounds really good. No, full stop. Oh yeah, I got to get a new. We got a new smoker. Well, not a new one, but got to get a smoker. Our smoker up again. We had two. We had one given to us, and we bought one. And the one we bought finally went kaput. So eventually, we got to get the other one up and running. And then, because Mrs. Zebra would smoke cheese and that sort of thing, and then obviously brisket and chicken and turkey and all the good stuff, all the proteins. Even fish. So yeah, that's something we're gonna have to do eventually. Hmm. All of that sounds good. All of that sounds good, Brandon. I mean, every bit of that sounds good. That's why eventually I think I'm gonna have the post lunch hangover coming from the brisket I had for lunch. Yeah. We have some good barbecue up this way too, my friend. I'm not gonna lie. We have some very good barbecue up this way. Like the place I just had lunch at today is amazing brisket. Like full stop, amazing brisket. Right. These and try another. Try more to try to get these out so that way we can rip something today. Because last week, man, was wild. But yeah, last Tuesday's stream was just nuts. So I've got to catch up and try to get as much as I can shipped out this week for those who have paid for shipping and have stacks. But I got to get those ripped, get those set up. Put something out here too. Oh, hold on! I'm gonna take a picture of my screen. Hold on. Let's take a picture of the screen. I got it. Thank you, Mike. I will give that to Mrs. Zebra. I will give that to Mrs. Zebra. Give that a try. Yeah, last time I tried making something was I made a strawberry cheesecake crumble a couple weeks ago. Mrs. Zebra and I did. Actually, turned out very well. Turned out very well. Right. Right. This in the back. Yeah. I'm writing the rest of this down. I'm gonna try this. Who knew on the stream that we'd be talking about smoking? Hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have Mrs. Zebra try that, Mike. Full stop. I think that's a definite. I think that's a definite. Definitely gonna get her to try that. I'm gonna try that and see what we can do. So, so we did get a turkey, which surprised me. I didn't think we were going to get one because we're going down to her parents on Thursday. but we got one. But it was cheap though. She went to the store up by my house and said that it was like if um, she was buying a few things, and if we spent like another $10, we could get like a 14-pound turkey for 99 cents flat, not 99 cents a pound, 99 cents period. And so I was like, all right, go back and buy some ground beef real quick to get us up to that point because we'll eat the ground beef. Man, it was, yeah. So we got a turkey. I think we got like a 14-pound turkey, I think. Okay. Well, that's a real happy accident, Mike. It's a real happy accident. Like a very happy accident. Come up with something that good when you're trying something like that? Yeah. I'd be happy with that too, in all honesty. I'd straight up be happy with that too. All right, let's do this while we're waiting. So we're down to 18 on 2396. While we're doing this, I'm going to start sorting. You know what? We'll do BTS because I'm a one man crew here. So while we're filling this, I'm going to start sorting some stuff from last week to kind of do that. But yeah, that's amazing. Any other good recipes, Mike? You got any other good ones? Jace, now's not the time, to be honest with you. Fair enough, Mike. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I fully admit I'm not the best at it, but it you know. So I have a recipe for Cincinnati chili that I'm gonna try, just because I mean I can get cans of it out here where I live here in Missouri, but it's just wildly expensive. So if I can make it and get as close as I can to the recipe by making it and making it big in batches, it'll be a lot better. Wow, Abby the Break Dog's pretty picky, so I don't think she would eat it either. Ooh, put this up here. I'll bring over the mic while I'm sorting. Huh, my dog is she's a picky eater. She'll never eat kibble straight. It'll always have to be with something. She's a dairy dog though. She likes cheese and so normally she's here with me on Tuesdays, but she is at daycare today since she won't be able to go the rest of the week because of the holiday. You guys are going to see something a little different here. Yeah, you're going to see Baltimore not there while I'm sorting here. All right, into timeout it goes. I do some sorting here on that. Yeah, my dog, she's beyond picky. Obviously, people food being her favorite when you put it all together. All right, let's see if I have anything here. Brandon, that's yours. All right, so we're at 18. Which one is this? Got my way of keeping track of everything here while I sort. All right. All right. Make sure I'm charging up stuff here as well. We've got 18 to go, y'all. ISO app, what's going on? How are you? Um, we'll make the best of this time here. We'll make the best of this time here. Get some stuff sorted out here. So, what's everybody else doing for Thanksgiving? Mike over this way. Anybody gonna watch the myriad of sports we have? We got Black Friday football games this year. That's why. That's gonna be the wild part. It's gonna be the really wild part. It's like what, 2 games, I think? Correct me if I'm wrong. All is quiet on the Western Front today. rid of this guy here. Yeah, that sounds. He is banned. Yeah, I think it's going there because I know they were thinking about running Friday, but since I'm going to run Friday, I'm going to do the auctions Friday night. I know that they're looking for a different time, is what I was hearing about it last over the weekend. Are you off this week, Mike, or are you still working this week? That's the interesting. Some people just use it as excuse to take the whole week off. I'm like, oh, I wish to take the whole week off. That'd be fun. Yeah, yeah. I did yesterday, and then I'll do tomorrow like normal, and then Friday is going to be a longer day. Well, that's nice. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that at all. Yeah, I know Mrs. Zebra is work. Got to work Friday too. So, and then my shift on Friday gets expanded uh, because of Black Friday. So I'm not even doing what I normally do on the break stream at the shop. So they're putting me as kind of the go between both of our locations in terms of get like restocks and stuff like that. I think that's what I'm doing on weekend this weekend, actually. So I said, I know, remember they said they were going to bring in extra help for the weekend. It's going to be nuts. Hoping we can beat last year's numbers. Ping 1693. What's going on, Ping? How are you? Awesome. You get that. Are you getting that kind of same thing with Christmas, like Monday, Tuesday? Then, or do you get Friday the week before for Christmas? Just Monday. Yeah, I get Christmas and I don't get New Year's at all this year. Uh, so I'll have to do because normally I do inventory on Mondays. So on Christmas Eve, it'll be Christmas Eve will be on Sunday will be full day. Oh, that's perfect. Hey Yoder, what's going on, my friend? How are you? That's perfect then. So when do you drop yours? Do you normally drop it on a certain day during the year? Or is it just we wait and see how it plays out? Good. Welcome in. Hope you had a good day so far. While we're trying to fill some breaks, I figured I'd try to catch up on some sorting and stuff. While we're at it, that's what you're seeing on the screen. So the closest is 2396. It's on the screen. 18 teams left on that. That is the closest we got right now. I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. What were you going for? Was it like a lateral move? Yeah, that's the move, man. Like, I think COVID showed us that going into an office is really just kind of asinine at this point. Like it doesn't make any sense. to go into an office anymore when you could be just as productive at home. Oh, I get you. I'm Mike. I'm in that boat. I'm asthmatic, so I understand it completely. I understand it completely. I totally get that. That's insane. That's nuts. That's crazy. That's crazy. And what's their justification for it? That's the real question. What's their justification for saying no? Like, what business function could it really be worth for them to not let you work from home as being immunocompromised? That's the real question. That's the real question. I'm sorry you're still there. That's wild. I am sorry you're still there, my friend. That makes no sense. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. All right. Breeze through this here. So we'll give it a little longer. And if we don't have any more movement, then we'll just call it. And if we have time Friday night after the auctions, we'll do it Friday. Otherwise, we'll do it Sunday on the Sunday night slam because I still intend on doing both this week. So if you guys want to uh, consign for December's consignment auction, let me know. Reach out to me on the Discord. We can do that. St. Louis, Santiago. This will kind of get me caught up here. Whew. All right. You guys will see my process here. So I also do gotta make my all right, so that's done with that half. All right, now I need to make some tags for this one. You guys will get to see kind of everything I do here with this. Let's see. Writer. What I'm starting to do is instead of handwriting my brake tags for packages, I'm just going to type them up and print them. It's easier. I learned that. I'm like, why didn't I think of this sooner? I see, trying to multitask at one time, trying to get multiple things done here. Exactly what I'm trying to do. Trying to multitask, you know. But I gotta be good with my time because being a one man show, it just kind of works that way. My goal, hopefully next year, with not having to work weekends, I'll have more time. It'll give me a little more time to try to, as hopefully as if I can do more breaks, to be able to continue doing what I'm doing. See, I have a label printer, but mine's like the shipping label printer. Like maybe I should look at doing something like that because all mine says is mine's like um, you know. So I don't see many people that do like tags with teams and stuff, but because I do a lot of small ones, it's easier for me to uh, it's easier for me to do it this way. Huh. I may need to look into that. That may be something I look into for next year. That's something I'll have to look into for next year. Because I would definitely be up for that. Yeah. Yeah, I just have to get everything I need for it. Yeah, let's I'll write that down. Like, because that would be a help. That would definitely cut out a lot of time. You know what I mean? Oh, I trust me. I write everything down. I've got like I have a notepad on my computer. I have a notebook here. I have a notebook in my car. Like to go to brain dump everything because I will forget. I just it's par for the course. Par for the course. I will forget. It will happen. Nice. Yeah, you're way steps ahead of me here. You are steps ahead of where I am, Mike. You are way ahead. Right. Yeah, because I used to just make them with lines and I would just write them out, and I'm just like, what am I doing? What am I doing when I could just type them? Hmm. Yeah, that reminds me, I need to order shipping labels. I'm out of labels. I'll do that real quick since I am going to ship out this week. I need more labels. I've gone through them all. There we go. Yeah, I got to order another stack of 500 here. Yeah, I normally end up doing a lot of my sorting and stuff late night, but with Abby the break dog away today, I thought today would be a good time to try to do it. And then like, well, we'll stream too. We'll see what happens. All right, those are ordered. Yeah, that's something that I think I may try to work on for next year. Is if I do some wood projects and try to get some extra shelving put in and stuff, like put up shelves for my printers, and especially if I go into another printer, like there's a lot of organizational stuff that I could very easily try to add to. Mitchy 14, what's going on? How are you? Good afternoon to you. Welcome in. Yeah, there's a lot of organizational things I could do. I think to probably be better about it. In all honesty, like there's a lot of ways I could be better. A lot of ways I could be better. In all, in full transparency. Washington. So, but at least typing them out, it takes the time of like writing them out after trying to make them all and everything. Like at least that takes out some of the time process. Yeah, there's a lot of graphic design stuff that I could do that I think I could, with the time I could really get into it and really kind of step up, kind of level up. I think the first thing I want to do is try to get my turnaround on my stuff on my brakes done, get those lowered, try to start getting stuff out a little quicker for people that put in for stacks. I think that's going to be focus number one for next year. I think that will be priority one next year, along with trying to grow this. Because we've done a lot. We all done a lot of good this year. I really want to expound upon that next year. I'm thinking about doing some shows. I'm thinking about going to more shows next year. I think that's going to be something I want to do a little more of next year. I think there's definitely an avenue to do that. I don't think I'll do a ton of big travel, but I definitely think regionally out here I could do more. Any good hits out of Chrome update, Mike? Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm gonna. I think that's kind of because there's multiple. There's at least three that I could do here in St. Louis. And then Columbia is only 90 minutes away, and that's quarterly, so that's a good one. Yeah, no, I think it would be good, and I'd said this to others. I think it'd be good, especially as we're trying to promote what we're doing. I think it would be good to reach out into a different avenue with it. Like, maybe even like I know Ben's thought about it before, like doing live rips. You know what I mean? From a show. Sleepy Chrissy, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, I mean, I can start building up some inventory to like things to sell at a show and start up really kind of amping up a show inventory. Yeah, you and me both. You and me both, my friend. Yeah, I think it'll be. I think tomorrow I probably won't do any of the break stuff at the shop. I think I'll end up working on setup for. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna be in that position to where I can. Um, I think it'll definitely be something I can do. We're just trying to fill some breaks, Chrissy. Just trying to fill some breaks. I got one on the screen now, 23.96 with 18 teams left. Then I got four others over in the marketplace. Right. Yeah, I just got to get. I think Mike, the biggest thing is I got to get more knowledgeable about how to be strategic with what I get. I think that's going to be my. That's going to be the biggest thing that I'm. Uh, biggest thing I'm going to need to learn as a part of the process. Yeah, there's a guy I know here locally that's actually really good at it. So so I'm going to pick his brain. I think in the next month or so, I may go out to lunch with the boss, uh, with my boss in the shop, and kind of pick his brain as well. So because he has a whole different inventory that we don't even see at the shop that is specifically for shows. Yeah, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, a lot of what his show inventory is a lot of autos and stuff. Yeah, I don't move that fast either. His is a lot of autos and a lot of auto based stuff. I definitely do not move that fast. I know that for certain. So it'll be a learning process for sure. It will be a full on learning process. Yeah, they're working, Chrissy. They are working. They are working. I agree. I think that's the play, to be honest with you. I think that's the play. And I know some of the stuff he has is stuff that doesn't sell like really well within the shop. Like I know like higher end like messy autos and kind of stuff like that. I know. Uh, so there's some stuff in there that just I know doesn't go into the shop at all. So it'll be just interesting to kind of see the where he goes with it. All right. So we've kind of just stayed at 7 or 8. So I'll wrap it up and I'll work on sorting today. So Friday night, 8 o'clock East, 7 Central. We'll be back with the November edition of the consignment auctions, and then we'll be back for the Sunday night slam. So we'll just call it and we'll do that. So I will be back on Friday night. So Mike, I appreciate chatting with you, my friend. I will work on trying to hopefully we'll have some stuff for Friday and Sunday. So I kind of figured this might happen with being gone for the weekend and then turning around, putting everything back up. You too, Mike. I appreciate. Thank you for the recipe. I took a picture. I'm going to give it to Mrs. Zebra. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I wish we could have had. I know last Tuesday a lot went real quick. So, but we just kind of stayed where we are. So, well, it's good. I appreciate it, Brandon. I'm back home. I got home. Yes, I got home late Sunday night. So, in a Monday. So I'm home already. So it's good to be back. So I'll see you guys all on Friday night. All right. I appreciate all of you. Yes, I'm home. So I appreciate it, friend. And we'll talk to you guys in the Discord as well, obviously. So rounding third, heading for home. See you guys later, everybody.